Greetings, people. Today we're going to talk about BYDFi again. They launched in 2020. We made a bunch of videos on them before for their 5-year anniversary, for MoonX, which is on their site as well. The 0% fees that is limited time for another 7 weeks. And their combination of a centralized exchange with other benefits, as well as a decentralized exchange with MoonX over here. And I thought I'll give you some more updates, what they've been working on, what happened, as they attended not just Paris Blockchain Week recently, the 6th edition of that, but also Token 2049 in Dubai not too long ago. So let's talk about that. Links to everything, as always, in the description down below. You know it's not financial advice. This is just something that combines two interesting things, a centralized and a decentralized exchange, and is pioneering the space as we see more and more other exchanges imitating what they're doing. Just last month, in April 2025, they had the 6th edition of Paris Blockchain Week, as well as Dubai Token 2049, which together had more than 25,000 attendees. And BYDFi was there as well with their booth in order to showcase what they're working on, what they're building, and demonstrate their dual engine strategy with the centralized exchange on the left hand and the decentralized exchange on the right hand, for which they not only drive innovation and development, but also show and highlight the trend of strategic transformation that centralized exchanges are going through right now. So for example, while on BYDFi over here in the top left, you can swap between exchange on the left and MoonX on the right. And other exchanges like Binance, for example, or Bybit, KuCoin, as well as OKX, they integrate that either with their own BNB chain on Binance or with their own wallets like on Bybit as well as OKX, as well as on KuCoin, as they want to have not just the audience that traditionally buys and trades, but also the ones that are more interested in things that are on-chain, things that aren't officially listed yet, but you can still trade, as that is where most of the volume is generated from, for which most people normally use either Phantom or MetaMask, but can then also be traded on the exchange. Now on BYDFi, you can use the exact same wallet for both, and they also bring you a bunch of extra benefits. For example, on the trading section, you have Pump over here where you can see exactly what is performing really well right now, as well as additional notifications of what is new, what is coming in, what is finalizing, what is launching, and what launched already, as well as their percentage in how good is it going, and some additional information on how it's performing, the live data on that. Are people buying? This, for example, is going up right now. And let's say, for example, something at 60,000 a market cap goes to 600,000, that's a 10x. If it goes to 6 million, that's a 100x. Bitcoin is at like 2 trillion. So if you want to double your money in Bitcoin, it needs to go from 100,000 now to 200,000, but a meme coin needs to go from like 60 to 120, a lot easier. And with enough data, you can do that as well. Now, our main ETH guy, Vitalik, also said that a centralized exchange will continue to play a role in attracting new users and providing liquidity, but decentralized exchanges or DEXs are critical to enabling trustless and permissionless access. Combination of the liquidity of centralized exchanges with the security of decentralized exchanges are leading to a bright path. Or in other words, if you combine the best things of both worlds, you create something that everybody can benefit from. Now, during Paris Blockchain Week, as well as Token 2049, they had a pretty nice looking booth to attract lots of people to it. They were an official sponsor as well, and they launched their on-chain trading platform, MoonX, for the first time, while also being a sponsor at Token 2049, which had more than 15,000 attendees, 70% of which were C-level executives, as in the people that manage money and invest into things, those were around and saw what they're doing. And then also showed MoonX's last and latest developments and officially announced their expansion into the Middle East to show their on-chain layout, but also illustrate their strategy of building a dual engine architecture, which then allows on MoonX to have over 500,000 different meme coins on there already, as well as other high potential tokens that people can get into, covering the main chains people use like Solana, BNB. And then also up here having different categories like Pump, markets, copy trading is an option as well, so you can follow smart money, people that usually perform pretty well. Other activities, you have KOLs, key opinion leaders, or in other words, influencers, the option to follow them, see the activity, all of that. And then also have intelligent risk control when it comes to everything, get data for everything that you need, and optimize transactions in a way that you can buy things right away without insane gas fees. One thing that always annoyed me when I saw any kind of token pump, unless you increase your slippage percentage by a lot and you're super fast, so you increase your gas fees, it's difficult to buy something at the current price because it fluctuates a lot. But they have both an inbuilt gas optimization mechanism as well as slippage control, which makes this one a lot easier to use. And while doing that, they also have the exchange on the left-hand side, which means as easy as it is to use an exchange, it's also as easy to trade with the decentralized exchange, which they combined at the same time. And while I like the idea of decentralization of everything, I still want to have all the benefits in one and that's what that does. Which is why they became the industry-leading standard when it comes to a dual-engine centralized and decentralized exchange, which is also completely free to sign up. Link for that down below. Furthermore, they also have lots of different things, like they have rewards, they have futures, they got bots for trading bots, so you can select ranges, for example, with a grid trading bot. Swap martingale is available as well, derivatives and everything that you like, and even demo trading is an option. So pretty much everything an exchange normally does, plus all the benefits of MoonX, with the decentralized exchange benefits behind it. And we can just see, based on the tokens over here, Peanut, for example, is up 70% in the last 24 hours alone. Looks like memes are making a big comeback, and lots of money is made with memes. For example, I got into Pudgy Penguins recently, simply because I thought this is definitely oversold. I didn't get in it at 4 cents or 0.4 cents, I got into it at 1.2 cents when it had the initial pump back, but that's still another 20% gains already. And I think things like those are going to go to like 10 billion and more in market cap. And if you find meme coins even lower, like Frey over here, for example, which is at 1.4 million in market cap, you could have bought this yesterday and you'll be up 2000%. On Fork, you'll be up 3,800%. Those gains are pretty common. I will leave links to everything down below so you can check it out yourself. Obviously, keep the risk in mind. Trading is trading. You never know how meme coins perform. But if you have the right amount of information, you can make pretty good decisions. And in the worst case, it's free. You don't lose anything. Links down below, and I'll see you fairly soon. Take care.